On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Chasm.
A deep and wide crack or hole in the ground, especially one that is difficult or impossible to cross, a profound difference between two people or groups.
Examples:
A deep and wide chasm. Chasm of death. The chasm of misunderstanding between the two sides seemed impossible to bridge.
Gap.
A conspicuous disparity or difference separates something such as a figure, people, their opinions, situation, etc.
Examples:
The gap between ideal and reality. Distance gap. Many people are working together to close the gender gap.
Distance.
The amount of space between 2 points, measured in units such as miles, meters, or kilometers, the extent, scope, or range between two things, such as distance or emotional distance.
Examples:
Driving distance. Social distance. The marathon runner covered a long distance in a short amount of time.
Rage.
A strong feeling of anger or violence.
Examples:
Uncontrollable rage. Fall into a rage. She was filled with a burning rage at the injustice she had witnessed.
Convenient.
Useful, helpful, or quick to do.
Examples:
Convenient way. Convenient location. The airport offers 5 convenient access routes.
Overflow.
To flow or run over the edge or brim of a container or surface, to be more than enough.
Examples:
Overflow on the platform. Overflow with emotion. The river overflowed its banks during the heavy rain.
Flood.
A large amount of water flowing beyond its normal limits, an overwhelming number or amount.
Examples:
Flood advisory. A flood of questions. These heavy rains caused flash floods on several islands.
Caustic.
Sharply critical or sarcastic, often in a way that is hurtful or damaging to others, capable of burning, corroding, dissolving, or eating away by chemical action.
Examples:
Caustic comments. Caustic chemical. The caustic remarks made by the boss caused many employees to resign.
Rank.
A position in a hierarchy of status or authority. Verb, to take or have a position relative to others.
Examples:
Rank amateur. High rank. He was promoted to the rank of captain in the military.
Hesitation.
The act of pausing or being slow before saying or doing something, especially because you feel uncertain or nervous.
Examples:
perform without hesitation. After some hesitation. There was a hesitation in her speech.
Glance.
To give a quick or brief look, to hit something at an angle.
Examples:
Glance around nervously. Glance at him miserably. I casually glanced into the small hut.
Suffer.
To experience pain, distress, or hardship, to undergo or endure something painful or unpleasant.
Examples:
Suffer a setback. Suffer bad grades. The older man suffers from arthritis and finds it difficult to move around.
Lean.
Having a noticeably small amount of body fat, verb, to bend or move from a straight to a sloping posture.
Examples:
A lean horse. Lean athletic figure. Lean operational improvements often lead to better environmental performance.
Emotion.
A strong feeling such as love, anger, etc., deriving from one's situation, mood, or relationships with others.
Examples:
Control my emotion. Afraid to show emotion. Some emotions are common across cultures and backgrounds.
Reign.
The period of time during which a monarch or government holds power, verb, to be the king or queen.
Examples:
Reign of a dictator. Reign as sovereign. The dictator's reign was characterized by widespread human rights abuses and suppression of political opposition.
Strain.
A force or pressure that stretches or pulls something, sometimes causing damage. Biology, a group of organisms within a species that differ in trivial ways from similar groups.
Examples:
Strain our eyes. A strain of bacillus. Dictators of the past often had the erroneous idea of a pure racial strain.
Restraint.
A measure taken to prevent someone or something from acting freely or excessively, self-control or moderation, a physical device used to restrict or limit movement.
Examples:
Physical restraint. Self-restraint. It's important to practice restraint when it comes to spending money.
Scar.
A mark that remains on the skin after a wound has healed.
Examples:
Burn scar. Carry a scar. Even after the wound has healed, a scar remains.
Faint.
Not strong, clear, or vigorous, slight or weak.
Examples:
Faint memory. Faint aroma of roses. She heard a faint, nearly invisible scream.
Desire.
A strong feeling of wanting to have or do something.
Examples:
Unsatisfied desire. Fleshly desire. Low sexual desire typically correlates with low testosterone levels.
Willingness.
The state of being ready or inclined to do something.
Examples:
Willingness to help. Indicate a willingness to change. Her willingness to help others earned her many friends.
Heal.
To make a wound or injury to become well again.
Examples:
Heal a broken bone. Heal the hurt mind. It will take time for her mental scars to heal.
AI.
Abbreviation for artificial intelligence, the theory and development of computer systems capable of doing activities that would ordinarily need human intelligence, such as object recognition, speech recognition, decision-making, and language translation.
Examples:
AI expert. Apply AI technology to art. The evolution of processors has dramatically improved the performance of AI.
Coincide.
To take place at or near the same time.
Examples:
Partly coincide. Coincide with reality. These results coincide with our hypothesis.
Collide.
To hit something violently when moving.
Examples:
Collide head-on. Collide in midair. The interests of the two countries collide.
Gulf.
A large ocean inlet or deep bay that is partially enclosed by land.
Examples:
Gulf War. Gulf Stream. The Gulf of Mexico is a body of water in the southern United States.
Empathy.
The ability to share another person's feelings or experiences by imagining that person's situation.
Examples:
Full of empathy. Empathy for patients. Empathy is also necessary to understand history.
Equity.
The value of the shares issued by a company.
Examples:
Private equity firm. Equity capital market. That company is cautious when it comes to equity investment.
Fathomable.
Able to be understood or comprehended, able to be measured or explored to a certain depth.
Examples:
Fathomable explanation. Fathomable solution. The scientific theories presented in the book were fathomable even to non-experts.
Fissure.
A narrow opening or crack, especially in a rock or other hard substance, a division or splitting within a group or organization.
Examples:
Pulmonary fissure. Fissure in the relationship. The fissure in the rock was too narrow to squeeze through.
Integrity.
The quality of being honest and having strong moral principles, the state of being whole and undivided.
Examples:
A person of integrity. Integrity of data. The company's reputation for honesty and integrity is highly valued among its customers.
Eternal.
Being without beginning or end, lasting forever.
Examples:
The hope of eternal life. Eternal quarreling. In every civilization, rulers have tried everything possible to obtain eternal life.
Translate.
To convert or change words into another language.
Examples:
Translate a document into English. Translate the emotion to a movement. Translate the text from Italian into English.
Virtue.
High moral standards in behavior or attitudes.
Examples:
Virtue of frugality. Acquire a virtue. She had many good virtues and few faults.
Pretension.
The act of claiming or asserting something, especially without good reason or without evidence, an unfounded or excessive claim or ambition.
Examples:
Pretension to authority. Baseless pretension. His pretensions of being a gourmet were quickly exposed when he could not identify basic herbs and spices.
Possibility.
A chance that something may happen or be true.
Examples:
Possibility for growth. Possibility of a major earthquake. The possibility of getting the disease will drastically increase.
Mend.
To repair or fix something that is broken or damaged.
Examples:
Mend broken relationship. Mend my ways. He mended the torn shirt with a needle and thread.
Injury.
Harm done to a person's or an animal's body caused by an accident or an attack.
Examples:
Without injury. A fatal injury. My accidental injury got better right away.
Prefer.
To like, choose, or want one thing or person better than another.
Examples:
Prefer physics to chemistry. Prefer a window seat. The birds prefer open water areas with reeds around them.
Stretch.
To make or be capable of making anything longer or broader without hurting or breaking.
Examples:
Stretch along the coast. Stretch a story. Some herds have been observed to stretch hundreds of kilometers.
Tongue.
A movable mass of muscle tissue covered with mucous membrane that is in the mouth, a language.
Examples:
Native tongue. Tongue cancer. The tongue is boneless, but it is as strong as bones.
Inspire.
To make somebody feel with the desire, confidence, or enthusiasm, especially to do something creative.
Examples.
Inspire a feeling of curiosity. Inspire him to write a novel. The unique style of this martial arts inspired many action film producers.
Mire.
A wet, muddy ground or area that is difficult to walk or move through.
Examples.
Stick in the mire. Mire of debt. The project was bogged down in a mire of bureaucracy.
Degrade.
To make something worse, especially in quality, to show or treat someone in a way that makes them seem no value and do not have the respect or reasonable opinion of others.
Examples.
Degrade his public image. Degrade environmental quality. You should not degrade yourself by allowing them to use you.
Enlightened.
Having or showing a rational, modern, and well-informed outlook.
Examples.
Enlightened age. Make an enlightened decision. The enlightened teacher taught the class about the importance of compassion and empathy.
Destiny.
The events that will inevitably happen to a particular person or thing in the future.
Examples.
Foreordained destiny. Destiny of the individual. It is said that our destiny is written in the stars.
Tattered.
Worn, torn, or ragged in appearance or condition, usually as a result of long use or hard wear, frayed or falling apart.
Examples.
Tattered clothes. Tattered umbrella. The tattered book was falling apart at the seams from being read too many times.
Scatter.
To cause to separate and go in different directions.
Examples.
Scatter seeds. Scatter around the internet. The hunter's approach scattered the geese.
Ego.
A consciousness of your own identity, a person's sense of self-esteem or self-importance, especially inflated one.
Examples.
Ego defense mechanisms. National ego. She was constantly trying to boost her ego by talking about her accomplishments.
Enslave.
To make someone a slave, to deprive someone of their freedom of choice or action.
Examples.
Enslave poor peasants. Enslave indigenous people. Her beauty enslaved me completely.
Shackle.
A metal ring, bar, or other device used to confine, restrain, or limit freedom of movement, a restraint or impediment of any kind.
Examples.
Shackle chains. Metal shackle. The prisoner wore heavy shackles on his wrists and ankles.
Resist.
To refuse to accept something and attempt to prevent it from happening.
Examples:
Resist temptation. Resist being kissed. I chose to resist cancer by trying every possible treatment.
Widen.
To become or make something broader, wider, more extensive.
Examples:
Widen in excitement. Widen a narrowed heart valve. He widened his investigation into a medical clinic.
Rift.
A break or fissure in a relationship, organization, or physical structure, a large crack in the ground, rock, or other surfaces.
Examples:
Rift between friends. Geological rift. Their disagreement caused a rift in their friendship.
Mindless.
Lacking in awareness, thought, or attention, done without thinking or consideration, pointless or empty-headed.
Examples:
Mindless task. Mindless entertainment. Mindless scrolling on social media can be a time waster.
Junk.
Discarded or unused material or objects, often considered worthless or of little value, also used to describe cheap or poorly made items or food that is high in calories but lacking in nutrition.
Examples:
Junk mail. Hunk of junk. I need to clear out some of the junk in my garage.
Lift.
To raise something to a higher position or level, to pick up something or somebody and move them to a different position.
Examples:
Lift sagging skin. Lift a ban on alcohol. The drought lifted the prices of grain globally.
Midst.
The middle part of people or things.
Examples:
In the midst of the crowd. In the midst of a scandal. He remained serene in the midst of turbulence.
Paradigm.
A standard or typical example of something, a pattern or model.
Examples:
Major paradigm shift. Cultural paradigm. He postulated a completely different paradigm to explain all these phenomena.
Shift.
A slight transition in position, direction, or trend.
Examples:
Doppler shift. Major paradigm shift. Could you help me shift some furniture?
Justice.
The quality of being fair and reasonable and treating people equally according to their due.
Examples:
Criminal justice. Justice of heaven. The judge's ruling was based on the principles of justice and fairness.
Restless.
Unwilling or unable to stay still or relax because you are worried and uneasy.
Examples:
A restless person. Restless waves. He felt restless and constantly changed his postures.
Chain.
A series of connected links or objects, a system or group of interconnected elements, a restraint or shackle.
Examples:
Chain reaction. Supply chain. The chain on my bike broke, leaving me stranded.
Useless.
Not serving any useful purpose, having no practical result.
Examples:
Useless information. Useless in the kitchen. The old, rusty tools were now useless and had to be thrown away.
Separate.
To force, take, or pull apart, mark as different.
Examples:
Separate video into chapter. Separate cream from milk. We need to separate the aspect of his personality from the part of his competence when making an investment decision.
Brain.
The organ inside the head that is responsible for one's movement, thought, memory, and feeling.
Examples:
Basic brain function. Permanent brain damage. X-rays revealed a small tumor in his brain.
Ingrained.
Deeply rooted in someone's mind or behavior, difficult to change due to being established for a long time.
Examples:
Ingrained habit. Ingrained prejudice. Her fear of dogs was ingrained after a traumatic experience in childhood.
Sustain.
To supply enough of what somebody or something needs in order to survive or exist, to accept as valid.
Examples:
Sustain a good relationship with him. Sustain a wellness lifestyle. She struggled to sustain the children's reading habits.
Reserve.
To keep something for future use or contingency, to obtain or arrange something, such as a meeting, seat, etc., in advance.
Examples:
Reserve the right. Reserve a concert ticket. You can easily reserve seats over the telephone.
Ample.
Enough or more than enough, having plenty of something.
Examples:
Ample opportunities. Ample evidence. We have ample time to finish the project before the deadline.
Foe.
An enemy or opponent, someone or something that is opposed to or in conflict with another.
Examples:
A political foe. Bitter foe. The superhero's archfoe was an evil mastermind who always got away.
Trample.
To step heavily on something or someone, causing damage or injury.
Examples:
Trample down his feelings. Trample on the rights. The plants in this garden are precious, so you must not trample them.
Ugly.
Unattractive in appearance, unpleasant to look at.
Examples:
An ugly sound. Ugly building. The ugly truth was that he had been lying to her for months.
Cancel.
To decide that a previously scheduled activity will not take place.
Examples:
Cancel a class. Cancel a free subscription trial. When customers cancel their reservations, they lose the deposit they made.
Composition.
The different parts of something's elements or ingredients, the way in which the different components are organized, a piece of music written by someone.
Examples:
Age composition of the population. The piano passages in the composition. Their innovative concepts were consistent across their bodies of composition.
Adulterated.
Made impure by adding extraneous, inferior, or fraudulent materials, debased.
Examples:
Adulterated food. Adulterated with toxic substances. The Food and Drug Administration warned consumers not to purchase adulterated medicine.
Pray.
To make a request or petition to a higher power, especially in the form of a respectful or humble request.
Examples:
Pray devoutly. Pray for rain. She closed her eyes and prayed for strength to overcome difficult times.
Humility.
The quality or condition of being humble, a low estimate of oneself.
Examples:
Develop an attitude of humility. Lack of humility. We were filled with humility at the sight of the Queen.
Guidance.
Advice or instructions given to help direct someone's behavior or decision-making.
Examples:
Vocational guidance. Guidance counselor. The mentor provided guidance to the young entrepreneur, helping her navigate the business world.
Fulfill.
To meet the requirements or expectations, to achieve or realize.
Examples:
Fulfill a contract. Fulfill a lifetime dream. It was the first time for her, but she fulfilled the role of priest.
Energize.
To give energy or vitality to someone or something, to invigorate.
Examples:
Energize the body. Energize a team. The motivational speaker energized the crowd with their words.
Privilege.
A special right or advantage that only one person or group of people has, usually because they are rich and powerful in a society.
Examples:
A breach of privilege. privilege of membership. In the Middle Ages, the right to hunt in the wild was the privilege of royalty and nobility.
Interstate.
Between or involving different states, equals the territory occupied by one of the constituent administrative districts of a nation.
Examples:
Interstate disputes. Interstate travel. The interstate highway connects the major cities of the state.
Displace.
To force someone or something to leave their home or place of origin, especially as a result of conflict, natural disaster, or manipulation.
Examples:
Displace workers. Displace the explosive power. The construction of the new dam will displace hundreds of families living downstream.
Oak.
A large deciduous tree that is common in northern regions and produces small nuts called acorns.
Examples:
The wine in giant oak vats. Old oak trees. Large oak trees cast a shadow in the garden.
Destroy.
To ruin or damage severely or completely, to eradicate or eliminate completely.
Examples:
Destroy the ecosystem. Destroyed evidence. The building was destroyed in the fire and had to be rebuilt.
Commerce.
The activity of buying and selling things, especially on a large scale.
Examples:
Interstate commerce. The local chamber of commerce. This company has invested heavily in internet commerce.
District.
A part of a country or town, especially one with particular features.
Examples:
School districts. Urban districts. Since 2001, the district has provided training programs for automotive technicians.
Disrupt.
To prevent or stop something, especially an event, activity, or process, from continuing in the usual way by causing a problem or disturbance.
Examples:
Disrupt a well-ordered condition. Disrupt sleep. I'm so sorry to disrupt you when you're pretty busy.
Intergenerational.
Relating to, involving, or affecting different generations.
Examples:
Intergenerational conflict. Promote intergenerational ties. The results of that survey clearly show intergenerational differences in attitudes toward LGBTQ.
Wealth.
A large amount of money, property, or other things that someone or an organization owns.
Examples:
Majority of his wealth. Material wealth. The wealth inequality was unavoidable.
Unravel.
Undo twisted, knitted, or woven threads by separating it. Unravel a knit. Unravel a plot. Detectives are still attempting to unravel the mystery of his death.
Fabric.
Cloth or other material produced by weaving wool, cotton, silk, etc., used for making clothes, covering furniture, etc.
Examples:
a hand-loomed fabric. Fabric of creation. These synthetic fabrics are used in military vests because of their excellent abrasion resistance.
Nation.
A large organized community of people living in a particular country or region and having a particular culture.
Examples:
nation-state. A seafaring nation. The nation of Japan is known for its unique culture and advanced technology.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Advocacy.
The act of supporting or promoting a particular cause or point of view, often through public campaigning or lobbying.
Examples:
advocacy group. Consumer advocacy group. The group engages in advocacy through lobbying and campaigning for policy changes.
Engagement.
A mutual promise to marry someone, an agreement to do something, especially at a particular time.
Examples:
a prior engagement. Break off an engagement. They selected a gorgeous diamond engagement ring.
Excite.
To make someone feel suddenly enthusiastic or eager.
Examples:
excite the crowd. Excite rebellion. The news of her promotion excited her.
Capture.
To catch a person or an animal and confine them in an area which they cannot escape.
Examples:
capture a glimpse. Capture customers' hearts. I was able to capture the moment on film.
Resident.
A person who lives in a particular place or has their home in a place.
Examples:
a resident of the city. Resident tax. Visa renewal for resident foreigners in this country is once every 5 years.
Philanthropic.
Characterized by a desire to promote the welfare of others, especially by donating money or providing charitable aid, of or relating to the practice of philanthropy.
Examples:
philanthropic donation. Philanthropic mission. The philanthropic organization donated millions of dollars to fund medical research.
Celebrate.
To acknowledge a memorable or good day or event with a social gathering or enjoyable activity.
Examples:
celebrate his election, celebrate Christmas. He celebrated the 10th anniversary of his tenure.
Transform.
To change an outward structure or looks.
Examples:
transform an education system, transform heat into power. My father's death transformed my life completely.
Corridor.
A hallway or passageway, especially one connecting rooms or areas within a building or structure.
Examples:
walk along a corridor, air corridor. The long corridor was filled with people rushing to get to their rooms before the meeting began.
Innovation.
The creation of a new device or process resulting from study and experimentation.
Examples:
innovation leader, cutting-edge innovation. The vegetarian burger was an innovation that quickly spread to the United Kingdom.
Disparity.
A significant difference or inequality between two or more things.
Examples:
the disparity between theory and reality. Income disparity. There is a significant disparity in pay between men and women in the company.
Injustice.
A violation of the rights of others or the laws of a society.
Examples:
gross injustice, injustice system. The injustice of the court's decision angered many people and led to protests.